from Peru, Bruno Perez. Not to be available later in the competition. The referee looking at his watch and looking for his assistant as well to give him the nod to let him know he can get underway. These games are being timed very precisely, it has to be said, which is good to see actually. This game will kick off at precisely 45 past the hour. Not a second more, but not a second less. Dennis McKinker on the bench for Zambia. Remains to be seen just what sort of effect the new coach can have on the side. Their first experience of the FIFA Under-17 World Cup for Zambia. Will it be a baptism of fire? Courtesy of fiery Garuda. Will it be something else entirely? Brilliant noise coming from the stands here, and we're underway then. Indonesia, which if you look at the crowd, would be the home team here in Qatar, all in white, kicking from left to right in the first half. But it's Zambia immediately on the attack here. Space over on the right-hand side. The ball fizzed across goal, and there's an opener. Mere seconds into the game. And Mapolo Samute will have done quite a bit to silence the Indonesian fans in the stands. What a start, even the keeper getting involved in the celebrations. 20 seconds on the clock, and Zambia make a dream start to their debut at the FIFA Under-17 World Cup. It opened up nicely, had an overload on the right-hand side. Now the question is that going to get pulled back by an appeal to the video support, I wonder? The flag didn't go up in real time, but there can be a challenge from the opposing coach. And here's the referee now. It could be that dream start. It's not going to quite come to fruition. Should be a fairly easy one by the looks of it. A moment to calm down for the Indonesian side and their coach as well. I think when the final decision comes through, there's probably going to be a big roar from the Indonesian fans in the stand. It's taking slightly longer than you might expect. So there's the signal. Oh, offside it is. Quite clear really from that angle. So a reprieve for Indonesia. But still, Zambia will take great confidence from that start. They know that they can get through this Indonesian backline. Wasn't a whole lot offside, really, Mapolo Samute. Certainly needed a good close check. Indonesia now, their first taste of the ball in the Zambian half. Banda quickly across. Surprised there that there wasn't a foul. Dambala. All action at the start of this opening game for Indonesia and Zambia at this FIFA Under-17 World Cup. End-to-end stuff, chances at both ends as well in the opening few minutes of action. Long may it continue as well. A little bit of holding. Putu Panji. Here's the Indonesian chance. Flighted in. Defender may well have stopped that on the line, but the keeper couldn't take the chances. A fine one-handed save. High to his left. Can they keep the ball in play here, Zambia? Yes, they can. Copper shirts waiting in the area, 4 of them. And there's the header. Not enough power on it, really, though, to unduly worry Dafar. Indonesian fans still singing. Here in the background, they're cheering every touch as well. There's Chapelu going down over on that far side. This was the shot a few moments ago. Lucas, I think it was, just wrapping his foot round it. Chance there, close enough to the keeper to not be too much of an undue worry. Lightning fast start to this game. Both teams looking to get on the attack rather than simply defend and be cagey in the early stages. Zambian player down on halfway. Lucas tidies up. Ball bouncing over the top, and the keeper having to come a long way off his line to deal with it. Ball well won back by Mwale. Just slightly misjudging a spinning ball in the air. Over on that far side was a Chapelu. Again, Zambia winning the ball high up in the final third. The ball spread out to that right-hand side. Mwale gets down to the byline, fires it across goal and beaten behind for a corner by Dafar. Strong work there despite a bit of a stutter with his footing. Too much power on that for Dafar to simply pluck out of the air. Indonesia under pressure in these early stages. Looks like Fabio has taken a knock. Just beat Mwale to the ball. Referee just popping over to it behind the players. Actually physically wrestle each other in the middle there. The corner about to be swung in by the captain, Jonathan Kalemina. The in-swinger, 12-6 copper shirts to Waymat, flicked on at the near post. It's a defensive head. Be another corner for Indonesia. No, sorry, another corner for Zambia. Beg your pardon. So again, the in-swinger, this time from Mwape. Goes to the back post, headed away strongly, and maybe a chance on the counter-attack here. Fury quickly across to snuff out the danger on that one. Laying the ball off, nice cross-field ball for Fabio, not for Fabio, sorry, for Aizar. 10 minutes in, somehow 0-0. Zambia, again, pace, racing into space. Samute has support arriving outside him from Kalamina. Kalamina whips the ball across goal, just evades. The Zambian arriving at the near post, punched away by the keeper. The shot comes in and goes wide for a goal kick. High octane start to this one. Look at this. Kinka. Certainly seems to have relaxed his players ahead of kick-off. They've certainly not looked at all overawed on their tournament debut. Zahabi Goli, one of the certainly players to watch out for in this Indonesian lineup, with the finish. I don't think a review is going to get this one overturned, if that is the Zambian coach wants to risk one of his reviews. That certainly looks onside. All laid off. Nice clean goal. Vandra with the assist. Clinical finish from Goli. Well, the Indonesian fans packed into this stadium, certainly enjoying themselves here. Zambia, get the impression, aren't done quite yet. They've shown plenty of pace and endeavour early in the game. Nice layoff on the edge of the area. Tackle comes in, the ball laid off to Kalamina. Undlov tries to go past a couple, rather runs into a white wall of players. And the captain gets the ball back again, fizzes that one in. Easily taken by Defa. Oh, and a neat interception again from Kalamina, the captain, seeing plenty of the ball early in the game here. Yerongo lays the ball off. Shot comes in, but didn't really catch hold of that one. It's always going to be a big ask from that sort of angle as well. This is an action-packed start to the match. Neither team holding back. Get the impression if they carry on like this for 90 minutes, it could finish 5-5. Rare moment of calm, then the long ball down the line, well kept in play. Kalamina turning up all over the place in this first half. comes in. Great ambition being shown by the African side here. Now the ball comes in the area again, but a little bit floaty this time and easy for the keeper to claim. Backwards here. Oh, and a late challenge going in on Chapelu. Could well be a yellow card there for Fabio. It's very late. Was enough. Taken short. Now whipped in, but then Fabio blocks that off for another Zambia corner. .99% certain that Fabio did not get a yellow card for that challenge. Again to take the corner, whips it into the near post, easily headed away by Fabio this time. And another chance to deliver the ball in. Pops past a couple of players, might be tempted to have a shot at goal here, he does, but rather drags it low and wide. Both teams playing with a really free spirit so far. Games, especially opening games for teams in these tournaments where you really don't feel you can lose. A lot of teams tend to clam up a bit, it becomes very tight and tactical. Statistically speaking, you're most likely to have a draw in your opening game in a group stage. But I don't think either team are thinking of that at the moment. Again, Zambia pick up the loose ball in midfield. Lofts that one long. Really a Zambian player near it. And again, the loose ball picked up in midfield by the team in copper. Ball hurled in. This one picked up by Evander, then loses possession. Chapelu puts the ball into the right, but timing on the header from Samute. Just a little bit off, didn't get the power behind it. And he would have been offside anyway, as he was for what we thought was the opening goal, just 20 seconds into the game. Now Indonesia coming forward, you can hear the fans starting to make their noise. And well, this could be trouble for Izar. Deciding against a yellow card. It was a long way off the ball. Zambia, just for the moment, slowing things down after a pretty crazy start to the game here. Ball just laid off. Now they go long. A little bit inaccurate this time. finding the mark there. Looked in again by the captain, but a slightly heavy touch this time. Nirongo. Short of instructions coming from the technical area. Singing all very well orchestrated over in that far stand, which is, I think, exclusively Indonesian for this game. Zambia again, very direct when they do win the ball. There's no tiki-taka going on here. But they've lost the ball just on halfway, and now Indonesia can come away with the ball. Here's Evandra. Played off. Zambia now under pressure. Goli. It's the ball back to Lucas. Over on the left-hand side, the run being made by Goli on that into the channel. Pass intercepted. Fabio take the throw, curves his run to try and get as much run up as possible. It's a good one in there as well, flicked on at the near post by Putupanji, but straight out of play. Didn't quite get his geography right on that one. Cunning thinking there of how to get a run up when there isn't all that much space around the sides of the pitch. And Indonesia flowing forwards, a slightly under-hit pass though. On the sold Alberto short. Sabini. Samute there just dropping deep for a moment. Calamina nowhere really to go there from left back. It's a good ball over to Banda. Spreads the ball over to that right-hand side. Lovely roving run from Mwape, and the shot comes in, and oh my word! Oh, the cross-come shot met by Samute at the back post. I don't think the flag went up that time, and he's blazed it over the bar. In fact, he was offside again. Might save his blushes. He's smashed that over the bar from what, 3 or so metres out. He's perhaps a little bit too excited in his early stages. Is Mapalo Samute. Twice now that he's drifted offside. There goes Zambia's way. All in behind again, and the keeper doesn't quite get there. Offside flag goes up again. He's having a busy night over there, is linesman from the Dominican Republic. Well, unlike the linesman, we have a replay. Always difficult in a dynamic situation like that. Again, winning the ball in midfield of Zambia. Racing forwards now is Chapelu. Goes past 2 or 3 challenges, nearly threads that ball through as well. The run of Nyerongo. Just struggling to find the passing through midfield at the moment. Zambians very fast and physical. And it is hot and actually getting more humid as the day's gone on here. The southern stretch of Doha. Top, straight out for a Zambia throw. I don't think the singing and drumming is going to stop at all during this match, is it? Probing here. Fury trying to make his way through, found his lane he was looking for blocked. Cross eventually slung into the near post, but Nyerongo couldn't quite get the contact he wanted. You can see the humidity there on the players already, not even half an hour in. I suspect we might get a drinks break pretty soon. Physical stuff in midfield. Zambia emerged with the ball again. Oh, and that's been well claimed. Opportunity knocks on the edge of the area. Fury couldn't find space for the shot, neither could Samute in the end. Everyone crowded out. But a high challenge there. Calamina going for the ball. I think it was bearing the brunt of it. Such as it was. Might just have landed actually on the back of Calamina's heel. You can see exactly there what the manager appears to be asking for. Trying to work space on the left or prevent the opposition from working space on the left, I wonder. There's a replay of the goal. 12 minutes in. It's a Harby goalie. With the strike. He played at a senior level for his side at Persija Jakarta, the Indonesian Super League. Described as a versatile winger with a sharp vision and precise passing. I think we can add precise finishing to that as well. Indonesia, half an hour in, have a 1-goal lead. Made their debut as hosts 2 years ago, 2 draws and a loss there, so still looking for their first ever win at this level are Indonesia. Understandably has slowed down a little bit after that really fast-paced opening, 20 minutes or so. In there, nearly winning the ball. You can hear the crowd every time. There's a moment for the young Garuda. There's a clash in midfield that goes against Conde Wale. Just beaten to the ball there by Lucas. Clearance picked up by Lucas again. Trying to use pace on the outside. Zaza. The Indonesian side has a fairly compact shape at the moment. There is space on the outside though for Zambia, which is what they were certainly exploiting in the first 20 minutes or so. Jiggery pokery eventually going Indonesia's way. Bit of a mound here, so sort of a downhill run up for those wanting a long throw from that part of the pitch. Again, the curved run from Fabio. Good throw into the near post, half defended, and then a really good claim from Chitambala. He immediately put Zambia back on the front foot again, but the pass down the line cut out from Mwape. You certainly don't get the feeling that Zambia are out of this one by any stretch of the imagination, though. They've shown that they can stretch this Indonesian team. They've shown that they can create opportunities. Ball in the back of the net, of course, after just 20 seconds. That was scored twice at the Under-17 Africa Cup of Nations. And he may well have just got Zambia back on level terms. over the top there was superb. Pass, oh, he's come from behind the planine. Predator's instinct there. And in their debut match at the competition, a first ever FIFA Under-17 World Cup goal for the junior Chipolopolo. There's an automatic check for offside. So, 10 minutes to go before half-time. Indonesia 1, Zambia 1. With the header away. He's taking his time over the throw. He's just calming things down for a moment. It's been at times a rather chaotic first half. Nyerongo maybe taking the keeper a little bit by surprise with the early shot, but he's driven that low into the corner at great pace as well. The referee has been asked to go over and check the screen. Now, what have we got here? It certainly can't be offside. Are they thinking about the player? Well, you look at that and the defender's in the way anyway in that line, so I'm not sure. Is that a clear and obvious error? He's bringing the coaches in to talk to them. So, I mean, the Zambia player wasn't in offside position, but can he be interfering with the line of view if the Indonesian player is in the same line as he? That will be the question that needs to be answered. The number 5 there, Matthew Baker, is in the same line as Kelvin Chipelu. Now the goal on that basis has been given. So Zambia do have a 2-1 lead here. And what has been a magnificent first half between Indonesia and Zambia in their opening game at this FIFA Under-17 World Cup. And Zambia on the attack again now. The tail's well and truly up. Nova Arianto, the Indonesian coach, was clearly not particularly happy with that decision by the referee, but remember, to overturn a decision it has to be a clear and obvious error. And I think if the defender hadn't been in the same line, then he may well have had that goal overturned. Now long throw comes into the near post, headed up rather than a long by Nyerongo. Nice little shoulder. Then Unlove just never quite in the right position to keep that shot down and on target. Lamina playing a little 1-2 on this near side. Was that ball kept in play? No, it wasn't. A little bit sloppy there from Zambia. 5 minutes to go before half-time. Zambia now defending a lead for the first time in the game. How will they cope with that? How will Indonesia react to that? Taken short and goes all the way back to Defa. There could possibly be an offside with that one. Just missed by Putu Panji. Will there be a review on this? It's been a stunning first half here between these two sides. And that doesn't look like there's going to be any intervention from the fourth official this time. So Zambia, having conceded the early goal, have moved into a 3-1 lead here. It's been an effervescent performance from the junior Copper Bullets. So again, the crossing has been very good from Zambia as well. Always managing to find that corridor of uncertainty between the last defender and the goalkeeper. That was certainly the case with Kelvin Chapelu. On that one, he had threaded the needle. Found Wale waiting in the middle. Key thing there was, though, as soon as they won the ball, there was, 5 or 6 players flooding forward at pace from Zambia, showing great ambition here in this opening game as that header was flicked across goal, scrambled away by Indonesia, who looked, you have to say, fairly comfortable. Well, I mean, Zambia were pressing forward, but they were keeping them at arm's length quite handily for the first, 25-30 minutes, apart from the opening disallowed goal. Since then, Zambia have just burst into life the last 10 minutes or so. So 3 goals in 7 minutes. A brace from their front man as well. That always helps. Ball given away by Undlov, and now maybe an opportunity here for Indonesia. Feels like a while since they last had the ball in an attacking sense. Passing just not quite going to feet at the moment. As soon as they do get the ball in an attacking place, they've got a defender right on their back and forced backwards into the final minute of the first half here. Loses his balance eventually, but made the pass stick, and that's the important bit. Well, the loose ball going Indonesia's way. This could be interesting. Eyes up. Pass into the area. Picked up by Alberto. Alberto under pressure. Izar then with the cross. Just headed away from near the penalty spot, and the ball well won as well. And now the chances on the counter-attack here for Zambia. Lots of space to play into. There goes Nyarongo. Nyarongo steps past his man. Oh, brilliant tackle. Just a foot put in there by Putu Panji. Taking the ball away from Nyarongo as he looked to turn inside and maybe have a shot at goal. Zambia eager to stretch the game at every opportunity at the moment. Can they keep that pace up for 90 minutes? 2 minutes to go before half-time. They've got throw-in over on that far side. 2 minutes of added time, rather, I should say. Mwape with the throw. Flicked on, then overhead kicked away by Alberto. Kalimina tries to pick the ball up in midfield, coming in from his left-back position. Sabini puts the ball out. Fury getting a couple of touches. Goes back with Sabini again. Sorry, I should beg your pardon, I should be saying Sabine. Apologies for that. Just over a minute to go before the break. I was about to say Zambia don't want to do anything silly and give Indonesia any undue encouragement this close to half-time. They've got Indonesia exactly where they want them at the moment, Zambia. This could be a big result. These are the two lowest seeded teams in this group, so in theory this is the easiest game that either of them will face. We'll see just what state Honduras are in after their 7-0 loss earlier this afternoon against obviously huge favourites in this group, Brazil. Zambia could be at the stage where in that game against Honduras they get anything from it, that should be enough to put them through to the knockout stages. That's it, of course. They hold on to this lead here against Indonesia. Goal difference will come into play as well. Our referee Adonis Carrasco at pace as well whenever given the opportunity. Back underway then for the second half. Perhaps surprisingly as well, Zahabi Goli, the man who scored the opening goal for Indonesia, one of the players sacrificed at half-time. Along with Fabio. Hard work to be done here for Indonesia in this second half. Can Zambia continue to play the way they did in the first period? That'll be the big question. They've kept Indonesia pinned back most of that first half. Immediately have an attacking situation here. Long throw into the box, flicked on as well. Opportunity nearly knocks there at the far post. Zambia still in possession. The ball knocked in across goal again and headed over the bar, and it had to be as well. Nierongo lurking at the back post to latch onto that ball, stood up there. Baker had to make the play. Corner for Zambia, plenty of copper tops to aim at in the area. Fury tried to play it, corner in, short there, but that's rather backfired, and that was a really important standing up challenge coming in from Levison Banda. Stood up there. I think there might have been a clash of heads there as the two players both went for the ball. Certainly not a foul, just a clash there on halfway. Hopefully nothing too serious for either player. Banda came across, he was pretty much the last defender. Knew he had to make the challenge here. Makes the challenge as well. Hopefully it doesn't look like there's been any head-on head. It's more of a sort of chest-on-chest with maybe an arm or two in there for good measure. Say no foul by either player. Some of the Zambian substitutes already warming up. Nelson Chilemu, Nkatami, Shwemwe. Well, the crowd have come a long way from Indonesia for this one. Determined to enjoy their day out, or indeed their week out. The possibility of more substitutes incoming for Indonesia as well, having made 2 at half-time. Plenty of support being drummed up then for the Garuda Muda. Still plenty of time left in this match. So just checking here, Banda hasn't been concussed in any way. So the one replay we did get wasn't from the best angle. It didn't look like there was any head-to-head. Perhaps maybe it could have been that when he fell down, he might have hit his head on the back of his head on the turf as he went over. Should be just as dangerous. For a little while now. Izar, the other man in that collision. He'll be invited back on when the game resumes. The question is, will Banda be out there as well or not? Certainly brave, he had to make the tackle. Wasn't going to be any pulling out with the national shirt on you. There was a there certainly. Looks like Levison Banda isn't coming back on. Just saw the signal from the medical staff there suggesting substitution required. Zambia still with all 6 of their substitutions available to them. Just reminding you, you get 6 substitutes, you can use 3 substitute windows, not including half-time. There's going to be 2 changes here. We did see a pair of players warming up. So then, change being made. So Bongani Unlove coming off. Nelson Chilemu coming on in his place. That's for like in midfield, so fresh legs in there for the Copper Bullets. And it looks like Banda back on the pitch again then. Good to continue, we hope. Again, a sloppy ball in midfield allows Zambia again to play on the counter-attack. Crossfield ball, not quite enough on it this time, intercepted by Alberto. Touch there for Chilemu. The layoff not quite going according to plan for Mwale. Now a bit of space opens up for Indonesia over on that far side. White shirts flooding forwards as well. Goes inside to Nazriel. Lays that off. There's a bit of trickery from Addy, the substitute who came on at half-time. Ball put out of play by Zambia with Wiley down on half way. Must be ever so happy with the way things are going so far. I'm hoping this isn't an injury though. Don't want to use up another substitution window just yet, I don't think. Substitutions warming up. The second half hasn't quite got going the way the first half did just as yet. Spent more time with the ball out of play than in so far in the first 8.5 minutes. When it goes over, it's like he's feeling something on the back of the top of the calf, maybe back of the knee. Zambia giving the ball back again, thumped long, bypassing midfield. The ball allowed to bounce by the defence, and that's been dangerous. And is that a decision to be made by the referee? And Alberto with the challenge. Seems to have been pushed into a deeper position in this second half, the number 10. He's playing as part of the front three. In the first half, looks like he's moved to a left back from right wing. Defended there. Zambia come away with the ball, but there's a foul there from Alberto. This was the chance a few moments ago. Just to work out away from the player before any challenge came in anyway. Here's a winning the ball off of Sabine. And there was a pass inside as well. Lucas made the run. Was unmarked on the edge of the area. Reasons to be cheerful then for Indonesia early in this second half. Corner to come, 5 white shirts to aim at. Swung in too close to the goalkeeper. Chitambala thinks about going early. He's nearly taken out the drone with that kick. Now, the bounce is getting a little bit big there. Wale, as he chased that one down, and he's feeling the back of the leg again, and I think his game might be over here. Conde Mawale. Trying to up the pace in the final third now. I have no choice really. So it's a game against the lowest seed in the group. They can't really afford to lose this one. Not with Brazil lurking in this group. Indonesia are actually up against Brazil next as well. Lose this and they could well be without a point after their opening 2 games and almost out of the competition ahead of their third match against Honduras in 6 days' time. Now, do Zambia try and slow the game down here, or they just try and play it the same way they did the first half? They just rushed Indonesia off their feet, didn't give them any chance really to settle. Good ball out from defence, a little nibble though at the back of Chapelu. Incurs the wrath of the referee. Not to mess with someone called Adonis. That's a real pity there for Lukonde Moale. Looks like his game is over. Hopefully nothing too serious that will keep him out of subsequent matches. So that game against Honduras now in 3 days' time for Zambia, if they can keep this result pretty much as it is. Positive result against Honduras in their second game could well be enough to punch their ticket for the knockout stages in this, of course, don't forget, their debut at the FIFA Under-17 World Cup, and they're coming forwards again now. Chapelu gets the ball wide, but slices that one out to play for a goal kick under pressure from Alberto. So, second substitution made as Robert Banda comes on. Played for Atletico Lusaka. Very much a forward-looking player, so I think that will probably be like for like with Moale. Are under pressure again, but now looking to launch a counter-attack. They need more support coming forwards. Addy, the substitute, just held up there in midfield. The attack slows down. Baker now spreads the ball to the left. But Alberto outside him. Ball goes back to Baker. Alberto plays a nice 1-2, steps into a more central position. Banda, though, with the intercept, gets the ball to Banda. Samute. Again, Chapelu providing the width on the right-hand side. The pass just in behind Samute. Baker, lovely chipped ball over the top, looking for the run of Addy. Addy now, cross-field ball. Oh, and a slice clearance, and now Indonesia in behind. The keeper's gone way off his line. Quickly on retreat. Oh, and is that a penalty? Yes, it is. Andrew Mwape lunged in. And Indonesia have a lifeline here. I don't think they're going to... Surely they're not going to use up a review on this one. It was a sliced clearance, in fact, from Mwape in the first place. And then trying to make up for his own error, stuck a leg out. Another look here. I mean, there's definitely contact. Now, you could argue that Evandro was sticking his leg out for the contact. But I don't think that's going to wash here, and it's Evandro himself who's stepping up to take the penalty. Referee has been over to check the monitor. Rather, is going over to check the monitor, so he has been asked to have a look at this one. So the lifeline that Zambia will be, I think, clinging on to here is the possibility the Indonesian player has stuck his leg out into the contact, which, if spotted by the video referee, should negate a penalty. Let's have a look again. This is it in almost in real time. I mean, that left leg isn't in the most natural of positions, but is there contact, in fact? From that angle it looks like contact, but from the other angle it looked like the leg was actually over the top, possibly. The referee and the fourth official having a close look at this one. Looks like he's already going over when the contact comes in as well. So now we get the explanation from the referee. Referee suggesting that Zavandra was diving into the contact, and that penalty I think is about to be overturned if I'm reading that body language correctly. And in fact, yellow card for simulation for Zavandra. Just when Indonesia thought they had a lifeline back into the game, and it's swept away from them. Zavandra, the yellow card for diving in the box. Hit long towards Nyerongo. It didn't quite go where it was planned, but then a miscontrol as well. A couple of little mistakes creeping into Zambia's game here, and 20 minutes into the second half could have quite a lot of time added on at the end of this second period as well. Now just another Indonesian substitution. Ilham. Coming on in fact. Looks like a nasty injury there for Lucas. And Nasriel, who's been very quiet, also coming off. So Razyi can come on. Ilham as well, the number 15. Indonesia trying to keep Zambia under pressure. Roberto feeds the ball to Zavandra, goes down again, gets again not much response from the referee. Be careful now, of course, as well. He is the only player on the pitch on a yellow card. And diagonal ball, eventually taken by Banda. Zambia still coming forwards. The left back again involved and couldn't quite get the ball out to Trapelu on this near side. Zambia again, long raking ball there for Trapelu, couldn't quite latch onto it. And again, stretching the play whenever they can. They've got the bullets. Probably about half an hour of football left now before the end of the game. Lots of surprising Indonesia rather taking quite so long to get the ball back in play, considering they are chasing the game at the moment. Signs that they're starting to get a little bit more control in midfield midway through the second half, but Zambia is still so dangerous on the counter-attack. Direct and quick. Banda is caught in possession, having had a bit of a slip there. So that was the slip. Tried to recover the pass out, then wasn't the best either. Just tangling. Rasik. And indeed picking up a yellow card. Free kick in a dangerous position here for Indonesia. 3 men in the wall for Zambia. Vandra to take this, 6 white shirts to Waymat. All in line with the penalty spot, ball comes in, the keeper got maybe a touch on it, the header maybe slightly put off by that touch from the keeper. Vandra then dances past a couple of challenges, but is well tackled on the edge of the area. Hand on the shoulder from Chapelu, coughs up another free kick for Indonesia in a similar position. Not sure the keeper got anything on that actually. There's 2 men in the ball this time. Vandra again to take it. Good ball this time into the back post, headed away with the Indonesian captain looking like he was about to bury a header there, the back post. Ravrianto doing his best to look cool, calm and collected on the sidelines. Can't be easy though. The ball forward is Alberto, popping up on this left-hand side. Rafi chips the ball into the area, but just a little bit too much on it. Just a little bit early with the run there. Yeza, the number 9, slightly ahead of the ball. Thumped long. Backward header cleared by Dafa. Marpe penalised again for the challenge. A little nudge into the back of Ivandra. Insisting the free kick being taken from the correct spot there. 18 minutes plus a fair chunk of stoppages, I suggest. Can Indonesia get back into the game? Certainly seeing more of the ball in this second half. Zambia not quite playing with the same intensity they managed in the first half, which pretty much rushed Indonesia off their feet in that opening 45 minutes. A little adrenaline must have gone into that. This time Evandra with the foul. Felix Firi. Just trying to turn away from the challenge. The man with the loud hailer still doing his job with the Indonesian fans, leading the chants and singing. Zambia still enjoying a 3-goal-to-1 lead here. Now things opening up again. Has that ball been kept in play by Baker? No, it hasn't. So the deflection off Alberto goes out for a Zambia corner with 15 minutes to go here. I'm sure they'd love another goal just for that extra layer of insurance. Swinging corner, lots of copper shirts away. Matt again goes to the back post and just a little bit too much on it as Sabine arrived there. Got away from his marker as well, the number 11. Lovely nutmeg on the halfway line. Pass afterwards not the best, and then Banda under too much pressure, didn't really have the gap, rather the passing lane that he needed there. So 15 minutes to go. Indonesia 1, Zambia 3. Indonesia taking the early lead, but 3 goals in 7 minutes near the end of the first half for Zambia, in which they really showed great ambition and aggression as well. Scored 3 goals. Just sitting a little bit deeper now. And Nyerongo then closes his man down. The ball goes long, headed away. And Mwape off by Banda. The press coming higher and higher from Indonesia. So that may be a handball from Nyerongo. Just a little nudge from the defender. Touch from Yeza, who's struggled to get into the game, the Indonesian number 9. That's an attempted through ball, well cut out at full stretch by the defender. Headed out of play by Al Ghazani. So Nyerongo is about to get a rest. Billy Daka coming on in his place. The quasi striker. Nyerongo is replaced. There was a second substitution happening at the same time. Calvin Chapelu as well. So really 2 of the standout players for the Copper Bullets coming off. Fresh legs coming on their place. So another reshuffle then for Zambia, and a burst of pace here down the right-hand side. Alberto doing his best to do the defensive job there. Bit of a tangle between the two of them. Zambia, even with a 3-1 lead, still pressing high when they can. Ooh, clumsy. Mwape. Potentially clumsy. Evander again going down. Actually, he pulled out of the challenge before the contact. Again, taking the ball off the toes of Evander. Oh, lovely weaving run. Oh, fantastic shot as well, just over the bar from Chilemu. Danced through a couple of challenges here, just outside the area, let fly. And that was really not far over the crossbar, and still rising, he struck it so well. The referee just getting in the way there inadvertently. Trying to build something here now. Evandra running at the defences on the edge of the area. Oh, great opportunity here, and what was the touch there from Mieza? Was there a defender getting a foot in as he tried to take the shot? Looked odds on to score. Lovely sweeping move, onside as well. And it's Banda getting across at the final moment just as Mieza was about to shoot. Maybe should have taken that shot first time rather than taking the touch. Not giving the defender a chance to get across. That's as close as Indonesia have got, really, to getting back into this match. We're into the last 10 minutes now, but there will be, as I say, a decent amount of stoppages as well. Played across goal, not the best of defensive clearances, but we'll call that a pass, and Indonesia now can maybe try and turn defence into attack. Then the strong tackle comes in midfield. Good play as well from Daka. Ball lofted in high, but slightly out of control. In fact, I think it's taken a deflection on its way as well, and that will be another Zambia corner. Goes over to take the corner. This will be swung in right-footed. So maybe an overload in the 6-yard box here. Let's see what he chooses to do. Again, these 6 shirts to Wemak goes long to the back post. Oh dear. Well, a bit of a mix-up there. One Zambian kept the ball in play, and the other inadvertently deflected it back out for a goal kick. Taken short, and immediately under pressure at the back here, Indonesia. Alberto. Banda all over him. A little bit too much all over Alberto there. Another change in coming, and Mieza, who's really struggled up top, being replaced. Ahmad Zaki coming on in his place. Ostensibly a wing player, but I'm sure he could Fill in up top. Evandra again, trying to stretch this Zambian defence. Whipped in and it's not far off. Looking for the top corner there. Good effort from Dimas. Just try to sweep that, hit the real dipper into that top corner, try and keep it out of the reach of the goalkeeper. Honestly, a bit more power on that and he might well have managed to get the goal back. Mwape goes past one, half checks, wins a throw-in off of Alberto. Quickly taken. Zambian fans just watching that clock tick down now. Remember, this is Zambia's first ever game at the FIFA Under-17 World Cup. Foul goes against Robert Banda. Indonesia find a way back into the game. There's no real sign of let-up at the moment from Zambia. They may not be attacking with the effervescence that they showed in the first half. Now, 1-2. Evandra in behind, has the shot. Slightly weak, straight at Chitambala. Leaving the ball played out long. Nicely taken down as well by Daka. Zambia happy to pass it around between themselves for the moment. In comes the challenge. Desperately trying to win the ball a bit higher up the pitch here, Indonesia. Zambia, though, for the last minute or so, keeping possession beautifully. Now probing down that left-hand side, the sudden injection of pace there with the run from Kalamina, who's been so impressive as the left-back, the captain. Driving both down the line and cutting inside as well to overload in central areas. Doing so effectively too. Assist for their second goal as well. Neville Nierongo's at second. Put Zambia into the lead. Again, look, line of 4 players up top there. Looking for that to latch on to the goal kick. Show the maturity here, Zambia, to slow the game down when they need to as well. Can Indonesia find a way of breaking up this sequence of passing? Not really getting close enough to the ball at the moment. Remember, Zambia have a 2-goal lead here. They don't need to start throwing men forward. They certainly don't need to give the ball away in their own half. Now, 5 white shirts up there. Missed, though, by Evandra. The collision between 2 players, I think they'll just be suitably ignored by the referee. Alberto feeds it down the line, nearly picked up by Dimas. Good hold-up play at the top. And the shot from distance this time goes a ways long. And the through ball just sort of threaded between the two Indonesian players up on the pushing the line. All of a sudden Zambia again flooding forward areas with copper shirts. Poor ball out, and Evandra now brings the ball over halfway, has to hold up for a while, wait for the support to arrive. Support though, rasping shot from Rafi. Just caught the outside corner, didn't it? Certainly had the keeper worried. Probably had that one covered. Otherwise, well, wishing the coach a happy birthday. Not quite sure how happy that would be at the moment. Now 6 minutes added on at the end of this one. Lovely footwork there in the build-up. Again, the ball whipped in. Alberto deals with it. Could have left that for the keeper, actually, having chested it down, but he wasn't to know there was so much space in behind it. Arianto, 47 today, by the way. Left for Indonesia to try and find a way back into the game. The first half hasn't lived up to the second half hasn't lived up to the first half. Bit of a collision between Indonesian defenders there as they scramble to get back. Then laid in behind. Still in possession here on the edge of the area. The challenges come in eventually to dispossess Sumute. Footwork there, just grappled his way past Izar. Zambia quite happy, I'm sure. Taking more time off the clock with these set pieces. Still throwing an impressive number of bodies into the box for them as well. This one again goes to the back post, headed back across, goal! Oh, and the clearance is deflected. Then a double clearance on the edge of the 6-yard box. Well, that was nearly curtains for Indonesia, if indeed they have time to get back into the game now. 4 minutes of added time. Indonesia on the counter-attack down the right-hand side. Evandra again going forwards. Has he won a free kick over on the far side from Banda this time? I think he has. Slight touch there as the ball taken away. Banda trying to withdraw his leg. Quite managing to do so. cheerleader in the crowd still, doing his best to rouse the crowd, rouse the team as well. 3 minutes to go. 2 goals needed for Indonesia here. Can they get one back? Ahmad to take this free kick. 3-man wall to hope, as far as Zambia are concerned, hoping to prevent this one sneaking in at the near post. You've got, what, 6 white shirts in and around the 6-yard box. The ball is deflected up. It's been headed away, not going out to play yet though. Eventually just smashed long, as far away from any Indonesian players as they can find. From Kalamina, who's been, say, the captain's had a superb game. Alberto has to cut back inside to Baker. Indonesia don't need this sideways backwards. They need the ball up in the box as soon as possible. 2 minutes to go, 2 goals to get. Alberto lays the ball off. At the moment, Zambia flooding defensive areas with bodies, trying to cut down the passing lanes. There's a clash between 2 players there. Looks like the yellow card has gone to Matthew Baker, Australian-based centre-back. You can see him asking what for. I'm sure the replay will tell. Here we go. He's played the ball cleanly there and well before the player. He has arrived slightly off his feet. That's where the referee's coming from. So while Fury gets a bit of medical treatment, players are taking the time to rehydrate. And despite leading by 3 goals to 1 in what should be the final minute of injury time, Dennis Makinka still looking slightly tense on the sideline. And the hordes of travelling fans who've come up from Indonesia here, trying to see the bright side of life here. And the Zambian fans with the flag. I assume this is going to be played out to this near side, and the referee decides enough is enough. And it's an historic day for the junior Chipolo Polo as the young Kapwa Bullets make their debut here today in the FIFA Under-17 World Cup, and they've won by 3 goals to 1 against Indonesia. The bottom seeds in Group H, starting with a win on their debut. That despite going behind to a Sahabi goalie. Opening goal in the 12th minute, but then 3 goals in 7 minutes late on in that first half. Completely changed. Second of which was an absolute beauty from outside the area. And then Lukonde Mwale adding a third as well in the 42nd minute. The deserved lead at half-time for Zambia. They then held on to that in the second half, largely kept Indonesia at arm's length. And it's finished here. The first match for these 2 teams in Group H. Indonesia 1, Zambia 3. In the end,